nothing can possibly go wrong. Possibly go wrong. That's the first thing that's ever gone wrong.
The Escape Pod.
Welcome to Turnstile Records presents The Escape Pod. I'm Jezbot.
I'm Taco.
And I'm Danoz.
Yes, and welcome back. And this week we will be answering the question why club sandwiches are far superior to normal sandwiches, uncut sandwiches.
Okay, do you need to be in a club to be a club sandwich?
Is a
What
club
is a club
sandwich
sandwich?
an open sandwich?
No,
And if it is,
Is an open sandwich a deconstructed sandwich?
it's part of the way there.
It is.
So
No, I'm pretty sure a club sandwich is something you'd receive at the bowls club or the ladies auxiliary would
So
bring.
you do have to be in a club.
I think so, and it's a triangle Duvawackies.
yeah, no. There's more to it than that. I think a club sandwich officially needs to have 3 pieces of bread,
Uh-huh.
and it must have bacon as an obligatory ingredient.
Does it? I thought it was
Egg
some
salad.
form of paste.
Hmm.
You know, like a pate.
Correct.
I'm not anti-pate, but pate and bowls club don't really go hand in hand, do they?
You're more anti-pesto than anti-pate.
Well, they're more like beer and a bowl of hot chips versus.
That's more pub.
Well, bowls club, pate.
Balls Club is
Caviar.
cucumber sandwiches. Ever heard of them?
Yeah,
Ever
yeah,
ordered the lobster
Yeah.
from the bowls club?
Yeah, Mavis.
No, you
don't
haven't.
order the lobster
No,
from the Balls
definitely
Club.
not.
Mavis
like
does a
ordering
great
food from-
zucchini slice.
That's like eating food at the strippers.
Yeah.
Ordering lobster at the
The
Balls
buffet.
Club.
But it doesn't answer the question why the sandwiches are better.
At Hungry Jack's.
The sandwiches. Cut. cut.
It is cut, but I used to find that if I didn't cut my sandwich at school, it would fill me up more.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
True or false?
Yeah, it may have something to do with the fact that you can consume pre-sliced sandwiches faster, and therefore you get a slight additional bloating sensation because you've crammed it.
Hoovered it.
Mm.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
You can't put a potato cake in a cut sandwich.
Yes, you can.
You can, but it's not the same.
What? It's
Can
not
you-
a sandwich anymore, or it's not a potato cake.
Would you put it in the sandwich first and then cut it?
I wouldn't cut it at all.
Oh, you
I'd eat
can't
it
cut-
whole
right,
because
right.
it fills me up more.
Right. Okay.
I do like a potato cake.
And now in between 2 pieces of white bread, Tim, I'm assuming. Delish.
Of course, with some chippies.
Yeah. So
Put some chip-
double potato.
Double chip. No. Crisps.
Oh,
You see?
yes.
You got the crunch from the crisp.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do crisp sandwiches?
Well, if you're referring to my time in England where they refer to them as crisps, then yes. If you're referring to me having chip sandwiches here in Australia, then
Yes.
yes too.
Okay.
Is it crisps? It's not crisps.
No.
yeah.
But as soon as I said chips, he said hot chips, thinking
Yeah,
it
I
was
thought it was a
potato.
double.
So I had
Okay.
to define that for the listener.
Yeah.
But crisps are technically potato as well. It's a double potato.
It is.
Yeah, but it's
shouldn't
also a UKism, isn't
Yeah.
it? Do we really say crisps?
No.
It's quite difficult to say. And Australians, just as a general rule, if we can get around having to say something that's slightly challenging on our tongue,
Yeah.
then we're going to.
We don't like SPs and S's together.
Yes,
Crisps.
it's like calling our mate Robert Robbo because it comes out easier.
That's
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
Comes out in the wash.
Yeah.
So what are these things called again?
Robbos.
Oh, they're called crisps. How about chips?
Yeah.
You gonna bring some chips
What
to the
type?
party?
Who fucking cares?
You guys got some chips?
And how did you, speaking of parties, did you dip into my bowls of assorted chips at the party?
I
at
did
my
eat
house
your
on
low
Saturday?
budget bulk buy party mix lollies, which you
Look.
had going.
Look, I wasn't going to open with a diss. I was going to actually compliment you on the fact that you had your wood smoker smoking,
Yeah.
churning away, and actually producing some
Quality meats.
quality goods. So
And we did opt to suit up. everybody came in a suit for
Yes.
no apparent reason.
Yes, but I still had a flanny under my jacket.
You sure did.
Oh,
You sure did.
Superman always
I
has
like-
his uniform on behind.
I like when you put the message out to suit up, right? So I automatically think
On Friday night.
like suit
Yes.
up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you rock up and you go, oh, okay, who's suited up? Who really has suited up?
And who's masking their disguise
So,
behind a
so I would
suit
say,
jacket?
Dan, you went with the combo of it's Friday tie day, it's
There was a tie.
it's flannelette in place of a shirt, which is like you're having a laugh, sir.
Unique. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Hipster-ish.
But I was getting
into the theme.
getting into the spirit. Yeah.
But then sports jacket on top.
Yes.
But then because it's not a suit as such, slacks, which are different to the
Chinos.
chinos. Okay,
Which is
You're saying,
So-
Tim, it's not a suit.
so if you spun
I was-
really quickly, I would have swear it was the 90s blurring in front of me.
Okay. Okay, I would have never worn that ensemble in the 90s, but it was my way of saying you can fucking jam your suit theme square up your clacker. While still adhering to the dress code of a
Suit
suit.
up.
He's a rebel.
Yeah.
You won't be told.
Hey, I wore a tie.
Yeah, did.
Mm,
No,
How many
yeah,
others were wearing ties?
Yeah, I had to put a tie on because I went tie-less, and then I felt bad about not wearing a tie. Didn't feel complete.
We should say that I hosted one of our old mates' 40th at my house,
Yep.
and it wasn't a big affair.
No, it was
but
just small,
I cleaned up for about 2 weeks, and I'm still cleaning now.
Right.
4 days
You
after
know the
it.
party's happened?
It's happened. It's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my house back
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I went a little bit over the top
He
with
did.
the setup.
He did.
I
Did
got
you
a
though?
little bit carried away. Rope lights.
Yeah, but
Haters.
atmosphere, warmth. Keep going.
No, the special feature
Eskies.
that I'd like to point
Food,
out
cool
that
drinks.
I've never seen
food.
before was the counterweighted umbrella propped over the
The little gap we got there.
the little gap,
Wow, I didn't
and
see that.
I thought that was a nice touch.
There's a lot of details.
Yeah, a lot of thought went into that.
What about the?
Haven't got a tarp. What am I going to do? I'm going to tie a fucking umbrella there,
Yeah.
That's right.
and it worked. It was
Try
good.
it out.
Yeah, okay.
And what about the mannequin at the back in the back room?
Holding the set of steak knives, the Stanley knife.
Yeah.
At one stage during the night, admittedly it was pretty late in the night, after a pretty sideways conversation, I did check under the tool belt to see whether or not you had in fact drilled a vagina into it.
Because you were intending to finger the
No, I wasn't.
mannequin.
I wasn't. But the conversation had gone awry.
Yeah, sure did.
Ah.
Yeah, what time do you reckon it all went awry?
Well, I arrived at about 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay, that was probably a respectful time to awry.
I was at about 7:49 p.m.
And I've got no comment other than to say that my Sunday was jam-packed full of kiddie duties, which I
Powered through.
powered through.
With rollerblades on.
With rollerblades on, would you believe?
Unbelievable.
I know. I reckon I would have been about 0.15 when I had those on.
You weren't driving though.
I wasn't driving, no.
Can you get done for being drunk on rollerblades? Because you
Not
can.
sure
You're not
whether or
allowed.
not- Yeah, I think a bike's classified as a vehicle,
Hmm.
but our blades, I don't know. I think people just,
They're more of a hobby toy.
yeah.
The one of the other boys did not fare well.
Okay, who was that?
Robbie.
Oh, Robbie.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Kick him
was-
out.
No, he left at a reasonable time.
Yeah.
But the next day he couldn't get out of bed and
Really?
was having
Okay.
troubles looking after his kids.
Ah.
He was at his mum's house, but
Okay.
Okay.
yes,
It
did
wasn't
not
the,
stir.
Rob was at his parents' place.
Yeah.
Doesn't he live literally like a couple of 100 metres further on?
No. He lives there now. He moved from that place.
Okay.
He's living now with his moms.
Totally unnecessary.
Okay.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, well.
Okay.
But people want to know.
Do they?
Okay.
No.
Okay. well,
All right.
okay.
So you didn't get Because I wasn't 7:49 that I got sick of it. It was more like about.
No, I was going to say 7:49
12.
before.
12.
He was going to say 7:49 before the guests arrived.
Yeah.
Yeah. What time did you
Which
get there? It was about 8.
In typical
about that.
Jezbot form. Yeah.
Well, it's always that thing of setting up
Yep.
that.
Now you got to have the party.
Yeah, now you got to do it,
Yeah.
and I'm knackered by then.
Yeah.
But it was good times seeing the boys.
Yeah.
Big out.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
did-
Yeah, it was just an opportunity to catch up with an old buddy that we haven't seen in a while. Lives in Cairns these days. That's a fair few kilometres away.
It is
Couple of
it's really
clicks up the
fun.
road.
Yep,
Couple
Yeah,
of clicks.
Couple of clicks.
Ah.
couple of clicks.
How long does it take you to fly up there?
It'd have to be close on 4 hours.
I think from-
4 hours.
Yeah, where does he
So
land? He
it's
was
2
saying
hours to Brisbane, and I think it's 2 hours again to Cairns. Or
Isn't it? Yeah, but it's a 3-day drive.
But you're going
from
800
Brisbane.
kilometres an hour.
yeah, and that's into a headwind. Just imagine what you can do with a tailwind.
Just imagine.
Just imagine. You okay, Wo, over there? buddy? Seems like
I'm
seems
still reeling.
Seems like us bringing up the parties like you're
Upsetting
reliving,
you.
reliving some bad memories or
No,
something.
it was all good. I just, I think I've pulled the pin on him at my house, though.
Oh, did you do the old switch the lights on and off repeatedly to
No,
get the
no.
last out?
He was making noises at some ungodly hour, but the whole reason you skipped the country and headed off to Vietnam was so that you
To avoid.
didn't have to have one. And lo and behold,
Karma caught
Correct.
up with you.
yeah, 2 weeks after you get back from your trip,
Having a 40th.
party at Jezbot's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you must be up, Dan.
Yeah.
No, Dan's had a couple of parties.
Yeah, I seem to be having parties there all the time. The only problem is that they're
Boring. Yeah,
yeah.
true.
Thanks.
Thanks. You
Thanks.
walked right into that.
Yeah, well, some people enjoy tree houses and cubby house.
That's actually
trampolines.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Here's a question
so-
from last week. Can you take
Get
home snacks that you bring? Can you actually, or would you please next time take snacks that are left over at my house?
Ah, right.
I've
Why?
got a wheel of cheese. You wouldn't believe. I've got like 7 pizzas. I had a bowl of snackatars.
You said had a bowl.
I threw them.
I've seen
Oh.
you demolish those kind of things.
Not
like
the plain ones though. Yeah, give me a break.
okay, season them.
Which ones are we
The
talking
little
about?
rice crisp, the rice
Rice wheels.
holy
Like
hosts,
the Holy Host.
Oh, the holy host.
the Eucharist, if you will.
Yeah.
The hiccups
Have you?
all of a sudden.
Mm.
Sorry. And we're back.
Yeah, but just leftover gear.
Mm.
So much leftover meats. You always go overboard.
Mm.
I did the old I'm coming back tomorrow. I'm coming back tomorrow to pick up my stuff.
You never came back.
I didn't.
No.
I was doing you a big favour.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm.
I figured. I did call you at 11's.
Yeah.
No answer.
Yeah, I saw that phone call.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Screening my calls.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't happen often, but even you will
Be screened.
get it
Don't get a
sometimes.
look in at 11. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I just wanted to see who the last man standing was.
Jamie Lips.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Try it out.
Try it out sometime. And was he appreciative for
Loved it,
hosting
yep.
the 40th? Like, did you get any crazy mad props?
Yeah,
Just,
mad props, bottles of scotch, a wheel of cheese left over, some chicken skewers, you know.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Does
Sorry.
does Jamie Lips listen to the podcast?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Freedom to speak. No, but actually, probably after this weekend, he probably might even give it a listen.
Why
Well,
would
I
that
think
be,
you
Tim?
should because I'd like
What,
to give
because-
I'd like to give Jamie Lips a special 40th shout out and say your teeth look fantastic.
Yeah.
I got to add a little bit of context to that compliment.
Mhm.
I haven't seen Jamie Lips in months,
Mm.
maybe even years.
Yeah.
When was the last time? When was the last
Between
time?
I'd say
months and-
months.
Between months
Six-
and months.
Somewhere
years,
between a week and 2
10
years.
But who's counting?
But special friend, As a child, we used to say, Jamie, your teeth are looking pretty shit, man. And he goes, no, I've never had a filling, man. My teeth are awesome.
Yeah.
I went, oh, what's your secret? What's your secret? And he goes, after dinner, I always gargle Slade's creamy soda.
Oh, Jesus. Is that for real?
That is without a word of a lie.
I guess the bubbles would get in there and break out some of that food from its entrapment.
And replace
of
it with hardcore acid and
Sarsaparilla,
sugar.
yeah.
Yeah. So
The science is in on that one, I think.
Fast forward 30 years, and I was having a chat with my mate who I've had chats with in close proximity before, and I've always gravitated towards his mouth and his teeth. Sorry, Jamie Lips, I do love you. And this time, as you usually do when you're concentrating on what people are saying and the noise is loud, you know, trying to lip read,
Yep.
it struck me that Jamie had fantastic looking teeth.
Okay. He's had his teeth done.
The pearlers.
Sort of.
Oh.
I went, Jamie, your teeth look fucking amazing. And he goes, yeah, I know. And he went,
Oh, I took him out.
and took them out. He's
The
had
old
them all
takeout.
pulled out.
All pulled out?
All pulled out.
Wait, the whole lot?
Yep. And he's got this brand new plate of pearlers.
So is that
Pearly
didn't go over the
ones.
top? They're not sitting over the top of his old... I thought he only had one cracked one, though.
Chunk. Gone.
Oh, man. That's a bad day at the dentist's office. Like, no matter how good your teeth look afterwards, God bless you, they look great. But
You didn't notice how good his teeth
only
looked?
when you said check out his teeth, and I went, oh my God.
Oh,
Oh, it was a good move, though.
But I couldn't imagine sitting in a dentist because I've had teeth pulled before,
yep.
and you know how you roll your tongue around in your mouth. You know, you're all doing it
I'm doing
right
it
now.
right
Everyone is. Everyone is listening. And it's like you lost one of your children, right? I could not imagine pushing my tongue out
Maybe losing a
child.
fingertip or
Yeah.
maybe not so much a
It's-
child.
No, the teeth. It's
Just trying to
intimate.
think
It's inside of me.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like your kids are.
It's something that's inside of... I don't know. Forget the kids thing.
All right, good.
More like your teeth. It's
Right.
like losing
It's
your
like
teeth.
losing a tooth.
It's like, exactly like losing your teeth. And I couldn't imagine pushing my tongue out of my mouth without teeth stopping it and having the entire tongue fit through the gap.
Yeah.
Pretty.
But the
Different.
alternative is that the rot continues and you do nothing about it. You die of some heart
And
disease or something.
you get your teeth taken out anyway. So is he onto something that we're not
Yeah, that's
privy
right.
to?
That's it. Get on board. Like,
Privy.
Well, I think
do it now.
I think you have the option of getting teeth like drilled into your skull if you choose.
Okay, so
but
they-
I think even with comprehensive private health insurance, you're up for a fairly hefty
it's about
bill.
$4 or $5 a tooth.
Yeah.
Tooth.
Yeah, the screwing ones.
Take them all out, Doc.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you've got private health insurance, you save $25.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you go to Thailand, get your teeth done, and you get your titties as well.
Get your teeth done.
Yeah.
Except I went around.
some
I
pecs.
went to see if I could get my old pearlers whitened,
Okay.
and they wanted upwards of 3,000 baht.
3,000 baht. What does that translate to? 20.
30.
In Thailand?
No, it was a lot. It was a lot. It worked out to be about $380 just to get my teeth whitened. I was like, that's kind of home style,
Yeah.
home prices.
Yeah.
What do they do when they whiten your teeth?
Bleach.
Yeah, it's a
Is it?
peroxide thing or something.
And I'm not sure I'm so comfortable with that
don't
idea.
think it-
It's almost like gargling creamy soda after dinner.
It's almost like that, isn't it?
Don't know why my teeth all went chalky and they fell out.
If only if it was as easy as that. It'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Look,
It is actually that easy, and people do it. I actually took, speaking of dentists, my my little Evie and I both went for a Saturday morning prior to the party to the dentist for a checkup and clean. She got a sticker. I should have got a sticker. I too came away feeling free and
Teary-eyed.
nice. Yep. All happy, but as we were entering the reception area, the dentist came out and handed over this little pouch of bleach and said, "Here you go. Here's your whitening kit. So you mix the bleach part 2-to-1, blah blah blah." And I went, that's not for me."
No, as soon as the word bleach comes into it,
I'm out.
yeah.
I think it's all a big conspiracy, the old dental...
I think the
I think
toothpaste is a conspiracy.
Oh, that's what's doing the damage, you reckon?
No, I use it. Look, don't get me wrong here. I brush my teeth.
Yep.
But
Not with charcoal.
All of the different active ingredients. It's like you know how the popular pain medication, won't mention them, got into big shit, fined millions of dollars because they had for migraine, for
Flibberty sticks.
period pain, for headache, for backache. Same ingredients, different packaging. You're just taking up shelf space.
Okay.
Yeah.
False advertising.
False
They
advertising.
couldn't zone in on any particular pain. It's just a
Yep.
blanket painkiller.
Yep.
I'm saying the conspiracy lies in Area 52 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
They've got...
One? Is that next door to
Area 51?
Yeah.
Oh, Area
Two.
52,
Area
yeah.
52? Is
Area
it?
52.
Oh, 51 is the neighbour.
Yeah.
Where's it, 51?
He's next door.
Now you got me old. Anyway, that's where they keep all the science
Area
of
50
how to grow
I think
teeth
it's Area
in
51.
a jar.
I think it's 51.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do you think there's a conspiracy behind the whole fluoride in water?
I
Do you
do
think this is-
somewhat.
Do you? You're good with the conspiracy.
I am good with the conspiracy because just the only thing that tickled my fancy on that topic was that one of the greatest ingredients that was the Nazi crazy scientist guy Mensa?
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 No, I don't think so.
Menzies?
Himmler, Heimer.
No, the
Heinrich.
crazy scientist. So he
Yeah.
devised.
Goebbels.
No, not him.
Yeah, anyone brass ball?
Muller.
Started with M.
All
Anyway, I watched a lot of these documentaries. They all kind of bleed into one. But what they did say is that they would have a truth serum and
Sodium panthenol.
something like that. But they'd also have a way of trying to assist the brain into tricking it into being brainwashed easier. And one of the key ingredients for that was fluoride.
Okay.
Okay.
They're pumping that into our
Waters?
waters.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
Yeah.
waters? And there's no real reason. It doesn't.
There is a
really-
real reason.
Yeah, they say
called-
there's a reason.
Dental hygiene.
It is, but
Yeah.
can we just brush our teeth? Do we have to Is it for the people that won't brush their teeth that they're
It's
enforcing?
It's just just a supplementary dosing
That's
just to help
It's
your
a
teeth
public
along.
service, Tim.
Okay,
Yes, it
because I don't
is.
remember voting to be because I do notice when I know they are purifying our water, but
Yep.
I do when we fill the bath up for
Yep.
Mason.
Yep. You
Very
can smell
very
chlorine.
chlorinated.
Now, but that depends on how recently there's been rain. I've noticed that too. Where the dam levels are as to how much treatment is required.
Okay.
And chlorine dissipates, doesn't it? So,
I knew I had it in there somewhere.
Better late than never.
Yeah, I've pressed about 15 buttons to get to that. But what's different from that? But I find that when I brush my teeth at night, it upsets my sleep.
Right.
Okay.
So you
So-
don't
No,
it?
so I have to brush my teeth well before I go to bed because if I do it like instantly, I'll wake up
keeps
with
you up.
yeah.
Okay.
Wow, the minty.
The old, I don't know if it's the mint or if it's an ingredient or
That's strange. Just on
Or is it-
on. I got another conundrum for you while we're talking hygiene. My dad raised this in just casual conversation a couple of days ago about the idea of showering on tropical islands in the middle of the Indian Ocean, and how there must be a limited supply of fresh water. So does that mean that even though you might be paying $1,000 a night to stay in a hotel that has these beautiful baths for two that you can take 2 hours to fill, does it in fact mean that
you're taking precious resources from the islands?
where are they getting the water from?
I think they might have on-site treatment.
Desal? But
Hotel,
didn't our desal plant in
No,
Wonthaggi cost like
Trillions.
billions and billions of dollars?
Yeah, and we yet to use that thing yet?
I'm pleased to announce that the Victorian government has
Not
put in an order for 100 gigalitres this year.
So what does that mean?
They'll turn it on and produce 100 gigalitres.
Okay, so they desalinate, right? So they're
Yes.
taking the salt water,
Yes.
taking the
Take
salt out of it,
Yep.
Yep.
right? So,
Pumping it into the dams.
so let's just say the environment is depleting, right? The ice cap's melting,
Yep.
the water is raising. Can't we just desalinate the extra water off the top,
well,
thus not raising the water levels up and supplying the world with fresh water?
you need
Isn't that a good thing?
thousands
Yeah.
of these things running, I would assume.
Yeah, and to very, very high energy use too.
So when you turn it on, you're using coal, which is making it melt
Worse.
quick.
Okay, yeah. So the faster you produce
It's a
water, the
vicious
faster
circle.
it is. Okay.
Downward spiral for
It's
there,
like
Timmy.
that the everlasting power thing. What's the
yes, perpetual motion.
perpetual motion? Is that why they haven't been able to do it because of the desalination plant?
After a very long, after one very long night, I came up with a perpetual motion machine using only rulers, rubber bands, and
the action from your masturbation. How does that work out? I ran out of steam pretty much after 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Not perpetual. But yeah.
It's habitual. Yeah, and so did you achieve your?
Well, when I woke up in the morning, I couldn't remember the design, but as I was doing it, I was pretty sure.
Marveling at my own brilliance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
I lost
if I
the
could
thread
just
somewhere.
So I figured, because that's what what's his name does?
MacGyver.
MacGyver, thank you. It's lucky you can read my mind.
Yeah.
I almost don't have to say anything. I just have to.
Click your fingers.
That's one. At
Me.
yeah, correct.
Uh,
Okay,
Oh,
north.
the east,
West.
south.
It's the news.
Okay, because I've got a little something. And
Here we go.
here we go.
This better be
Are you excited?
pre-read.
I read the
If by
title.
read you mean the title, then yes, I did read the title, and I'll read to you now.
Can't wait.
Cat finds bag of cocaine and heroin and brings it home.
Oh yeah.
You
guess.
should have
I
seen. It's not just a bag. It's like I don't know how the cat would have had
move
to
it.
drag it. There
And
would have been
what-
some dragging.
What entice? It's not. Is it furry?
I don't know.
Does it have little eyes on it that makes it fun to play with?
I don't know what's because I saw it right. There's a picture of it on the internet webs, and it was essentially a Safeway bag. Do they still have Safeways?
Tesco's.
Coles Flippy Sticks bag.
Woolworths.
Yeah, and it was full
Right.
of what the
Heron.
and Cocanus
Yeah, someone's going
into little satchels.
lose their lives over that because someone lost that amount of drugs without selling it.
So I'll go quickly.
Someone's dead because I don't think cocaine and
Definitely.
heroin dealers fuck around all that much.
No.
It's not like your local pot dealer.
Well, it's a gateway drug.
It is.
It is. Do you want me to quickly jet through the story so you know what's going on? The pet apparently found the drugs while out on Sunday night and slept next to the bag containing crack cocaine and heroin.
Do you know, just before we go any further, this has a slight whiff of my, dog ate my homework kind of.
It does have
I'm
a little
sorry, officer. My cat brought it home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does smack of that, doesn't it? See what I did
Smack,
there?
Yeah. But then, okay.
But it is one of my favourite cats, a Moggy.
Okay. Everyone
Yeah.
loves a Moggy.
They do. They're a young terribout. Is that an English breed or is that an Australian breed?
Don't care. Hate cats.
Right. Roger that. It was in Bristol.
Pretty full on.
The owner found the pet curled up next to the bag on Monday morning, meaning it acquired the drugs while roaming out on Sunday night, probably leaving a dealer heftily out of pocket.
I'll say.
Yeah. A picture published by which is the picture I just described. It was like I don't know how the cat could have carried it back. Like you could expect a dog to go fetchity and drag it back, but a cat?
Are we talking a bag of Whiz Fizz? Or
No.
are we
We're talking
bag
a
of...
Safeway bag which had at least 400 pre-packaged heroin, what looked like little lolly rapid stuff.
Baggies.
Visibly, it's like someone's stash. So basically, I think this cat's probably gone under the house, under the stoop, near the corner.
Found the stash spot.
I've got another question. Why is this idiot publishing the fact that he now has all this stuff?
Because this stuff like this happens to people that aren't interested in that kind of thing. So you get somebody that goes, "Oh, I found a duffel bag full of $100 bills on the street.
I better go get this back to the police."
Well, I guess there's a moment there where you just go, I could keep this money, but then they know that I've got it.
Yeah.
Let's just say they know that I've got it.
But guys that
dead.
aren't into this kind of thing have the greatest potential. A la, what was the name of the phantom dealer in Breaking Bad? He called himself...
I didn't watch it.
What?
No, he won't watch it because we suggested he doesn't like...
I'm sick of the...
Okay, okay.
Drama.
Well, anyway, he was called Mr. Blah, 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 blah. It started with Z or something.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
And he wasn't a drug user. And he didn't actually become a good drug dealer. Everything.
I don't want to watch Breaking Bad.
Oh, no, because you just ruined it for him. But, yeah, but it's... I think I know it.
Can you still have a spoiler after it aired like 6 years ago?
I don't think it counts.
I think he dies, doesn't he?
No.
No, you'll have to watch it, Jeremy.
You'll have to. You'll have to.
Which one dies? Jesse
it was
or...
all a dream.
No, it wasn't.
No.
It was a horrible nightmare.
Yeah.
Walter White dies.
Yep.
We don't know yet. They're thinking about coming out with another season.
Of Better Call Saul or of Breaking Bad? Okay.
Because we didn't ever get him. We didn't ever see him being zipped up into a bag.
Could have been a dream.
The wraps appeared to be crack, cocaine, and heroin, with a street value of hundreds of pounds.
Hundreds?
Yeah, he should have said thousands of pounds.
More than hundreds.
It
Hundreds
was
of
more than
pounds.
hundreds of pounds.
Hundreds of thousands of pounds.
It'd be at least thousands.
Depends how cheap heroin and crack is
Yeah.
over there.
Okay.
And if you want the story to sound better, at least exaggerate.
Yeah, at least because the cops do it. We found 27 pounds of the street value. It's $47 million. We estimated that. You know, well, you guys are charging way too much. Street value of that.
Never going to move them at that price, Tim.
No.
At least do a 3-for deal. Anyway.
So the
Are you okay there, mate?
Avon
Yeah,
and
I'm all
Somerset police tweeted the picture with the caption, Forget police dogs. We should start training up cats. We got him, Sarge. Apparently, they only found this in the cat's bed with the feline curled up next to it. That was posted up by the policia.
And are there any pussy puns or cat?
No, it's like
cat robbery,
catnip. There's a catnip joke in there somewhere. Come on, why not?
Because it's nip
Shit.
is a bit problematic now, Tim. Can't say it.
Yeah, you got to nip that in the bud. Nip that in the buds. Yeah, no drug puns. I'm trying to come up with
maybe Felix the
over emotional cat that's been up on
drug detective cat.
Yeah.
And that was the end of my story. That was the end of that news story. But there you go. You never know what the cat's going to drag home.
Secure your goods.
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit. Cats are attracted to like warm, like fuzzy things that maybe are on a
Shiny
string.
things.
Yeah, but like, okay, let's just put it
Like
this
a
way.
bag-
Let's put it this way. Okay, so the drug dealer's in a rush to get out of the house, right?
Yep.
He grabs the closest bag possible without
Which was a fluffy bunny bag.
No, which was a bag that came straight from the butcher's.
Okay.
Okay, he chucks all the drugs in it, and then stashes it under the house. The cat goes,
I smell meat.
"I love that cracky meat. I love me some heroin." Yeah, butcher bags, and he's probably dragged it to.
I like that.
Okay.
That's
Now it's becoming plausible.
Okay, and whatever was in that bag smelt like food because the drugs would not be appealing to
Yep.
you wouldn't think so.
cat sniff.
No.
Cat sniff.
No. Or maybe Willy Wonka's done his magic and the cocaine was specifically designed to smell of bacon.
Or maybe the cocaine was mixed with so much like glucose that the cat
Yep.
actually.
What about cat in the crack? Instead of cat in the hat? No, I'll keep working
Yeah,
on it.
keep working on it. Yeah, no, there's something in that. There's something in there for all of us. Do you want another story?
Please.
Please.
Okay. I will do that for you right now. And there is good money to be made by selling your poo.
At last.
Right. Yeah, well,
saying.
yeah. Well, you've been holding out on us. I thought we'd never get to the poo story.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is a kind of I do admit this is a bit of a segue story.
I do.
I do. It's every man's dream to sit on your ass and earn money. Now that opportunity could be waiting for you. It turns out you can make money from becoming a poo donor. Yes, you read correctly, and you heard correctly from me reading it. A poo donor.
Okay. So is this one of those...
Was that correctly or crackly?
is this one of these transplant poo things?
So just say if you're sitting on your ass, you might have trouble pooing. If you're sitting right on your ass.
Okay. Yeah.
Plugging it up, you're saying.
Yep.
Yeah. Unless there's some kind of opening at the bottom.
No, but
At
Jeremy's
the bottom.
Jeremy's seen all
Ass.
Also,
Poo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, nothing.
Continue. Okay. You could get how much do you reckon they pay you for
For a load?
What
spare-
country are we in? What currency are we in?
no, we'll go dollars.
Australian dollars
Well, I would say...
for a poo sample.
The competition would be pretty stiff because if it's for health reasons, like it's for the transplant, a fecal transplant, right?
Correct.
So you'd want the best gut biology.
Simply the best.
Yeah. So it'd be hard to get into that, to sell it.
Hard.
Because you can barely donate blood.
And are the poo donors on a strict regime of Yakult and other
Yeah, see,
yogurt
are they
and
cultivating
fermented
safe poos?
products? Yeah,
Because they're not going to say they'll take any old any old pile.
No.
Yeah.
No. How much?
It's got to be the best of the best. I
How
would
much for it?
say 15 grand.
Your best, well, per turd.
Per turd.
Per poop. You got a clear fridge seal bag, right?
No,
It's
you've got to go into a place to make the deposit. You're doing it because you're trying to help someone out.
You got to catch it. You got to catch it. You got to transfer it into the bag.
It's not quite like giving blood because it's gross. So you've got to factor the gross factor. I would say $20.
I'd say the rarity of someone that gets accepted into the program, like it's 1 in a billion people would have the right stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd say I'd say to them, look, I'm on this program 24/7. I watch what I eat. I make sure my gut health is at a tip-top level.
What's your fucking price, turd burger?
All right, $100.
Right, Danoz, you're pretty close.
$20.
Double it. Number twosies, $40.
Deuce.
$40. $40 for a dump. I reckon that's a fair price.
Okay, that's
All right.
that's $40 per shite.
I'd be charging more. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
with the bonus offer, how about this for the bonus offer? Do you want the bonus offer?
Yes,
we'll give
sure.
you $50 a turd for those who can provide it 5 times per week. So they're pretty much taking any poo they can take.
Are they, though?
I thought when they're doing that fecal transplant business, they're only putting a little bit. Are they shoving a whole turd in there?
No, I don't.
Because that's... Do they really need 5 turds a week? Wouldn't 5 turds a week be enough for 1,000 fecal transplants?
Maybe,
You know
I'm not
when
really
these,
sure.
you know when these Beverly Hills types get on their horse about some new colonic craze, they're willing to pay for it. They're willing to line up for it. They're willing to talk about it.
Okay, here's something to entice.
Have you ever had one?
A poo
Sorry,
colonic?
Jim. Yeah.
No,
No? Okay.
no.
Pulonic.
Very good.
No worries. So let's do the maths, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Can't wait
$40
for
to
that.
$50 for 5 poos a week. That's potentially $250 a week, or $13,000 a year for something that would ordinarily flush down the toilet. Let's face it.
Let's face it.
Let's face it.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth 1 hand in the toilet is worth 2 in the wallet.
No.
Or 13,000 in
Yeah.
the wallet,
Yeah.
which is nice.
How did you go wiping your kids' asses as a when they were going through that phase?
If I was being paid for it, I would have gone a lot better. I was mark free the entire time, the entire duration.
Oh,
I
no,
only got
no.
one little tiny bit on my finger.
no, no.
well
but
done.
what about
horrific.
what about the
No, I don't get like that. I know you do it. I know you do.
I do. I do, and I did. And it was like, when am I going to grow out of this? Surely the next one's going to be fun.
When am I going to grow? When am I going to grow? When am I going to throw up? Yeah.
Did you bring up this poo story so that we could gently segue into what we discovered at the party?
Okay, I've got some theme music for that. You ready?
Excellent.
I think it's this one. There you go.
So maybe, do you want to lead off with this one?
Yeah.
Well, we all know about the craze that's sweeping the world at the moment with the phantom.
It's almost like almost like a sickness.
It is a sickness.
The phantom pooing.
And the pooing in public and just on camera, and it's getting out of control.
And in general.
Turns out, boys, we are very close to one of those people, a phantom pooer.
Well, look. Let's be totally honest here. There was extra detail added at the time of this story was revealed, where Jeremy, or should I say Jezbot to keep him anonymous,
Who could he possibly mean?
also admitted to having a roll of dunny paper in the back of his
which was highly suspect. So
back of
let's
his
just
work
fill
ute.
let's just fill everybody in with the details because
yeah,
we
right,
already
right.
know the story,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So
Far away.
Take it away.
The information presented to us at the time was Jeremy carries a toilet roll to work.
Yeah.
Are we assassinating Jeremy's character here? Or are we
no, that was a sidebar.
Yeah, I know.
Let's
Every tradie, every good tradie has a roll of dunny paper in the glove box.
Or a bog roll.
Bog roll.
Right.
There you go.
Now, I think that came up in conversation, and I think one of our friends, are we going to name him?
No, not yet. No. No shame in shame.
Is he a listener?
No.
Should be. Well, let's name him.
Okay. Sorry.
Sure.
So...
Hi, sorry.
Hi, sorry. Welcome to the show. First time listener, last time listener. Basically, he brings a bog roll to work as well.
Yeah.
Because
seasoned tradie knows that in case of emergency, you don't want to have to sacrifice your undies every time you need a bit of a clean-up.
Well, because you don't want to go to you don't want to go to a public toilet. You don't want to go to a service station or a portaloo to find out there's no toilet paper. But we pried into his reasoning a little bit further, and he revealed to us that he doesn't bring it for the toilet as such. He brings it to clean up after he poos wherever he does please.
Public pooping, if you will.
Well,
so
it wasn't like it's not like it's his chosen method. It's not like that at all.
It's
not rampant.
Let's take a step back here. Shawza, good mate, landscape gardener, and gardening extraordinaire. Look him up, hire him. Great, does great work. Really good edges.
Having said that,
every now and then, when a man's got to go, a man's got to go. You know, you may have had a rich curry for dinner the night before. You may have eaten a slightly undercooked prawn, perhaps. And
maybe
then
a lobster from the wherever we said before, which would make it really funny if we could remember the reference. Lobster reference. That's it.
And
At the strippers?
No. At the Bowls Club.
Bowls Club lobster.
Sure.
So just for reference sake, he he's got his regular clientele that he's got his assigned things that he does. Each time he goes to visit them, he knows them, they know him, they trust him.
But they're not providing keys to the house. And
they're not.
He hasn't got access to the toilet, and also he's time poor because he's got a couple of places to go. He's got things to do.
Yeah.
Well, you can't once you've unloaded
Places to go.
Once you've unloaded everything out of your truck.
Okay,
right?
sure.
You're not just going to pack everything up because it's not safe to leave your tools on site.
No, it's not.
To go driving around, gallivanting around the suburbs trying to find this emergency toilet because it's not like planned. These shits he's having it's not like a planned thing. It's like this is going to happen in the next 15 minutes. This is going to happen.
So cut to the chase. If everybody could imagine what
there's no one listening now.
If everyone could imagine what Shory looks like, paint your own picture in your mind. Then take that person, have him squatting over a very shallow hole behind your back shed.
Now, when we're talking hole, gardeners tend to have spades, which means that you could jimmy up a long drop with limited hassle. But no, Shawza goes, well, these gardens that I tend to be well mulched. And all I have to do is kick a bit of mulch aside.
Now I wanted to make point of that. He did kick backwards as if he was either a chicken or a cat burying. I don't know if you've ever seen, my cat when he got old, he got sick of burying his poo. He'd poo over there, and then he'd sort of turn on an angle, and he'd go flick, and it'd be in completely the wrong direction. Then he'd just walk off, he ain't covering it. This is where a picture that Shory was doing. He's just going kickity doodah. Now it's fraught with danger, right? Because
the risk
clients could come around the corner and just say, "Oh, just one more thing, Shory, before I go. What are you doing?"
No,
Number two. Number two. He's going to forget where he pooed, and if he doesn't dig it deep enough, he's going to be the guy that ends up
accidentally digging it up.
No, but
getting shit on his hands.
You've been a cat owner that doesn't bury his poos for a long time now. The poo to sun dry out ratio, although a little bit different and a little bit varied for human stool, it would still.
How long have we been talking about shit this time? Honestly, that's like let's.
We're kind of doing it deliberately. Sorry.
No, it's fine. But I'm in defence of Shoria. Like I've got to take. So
Well, you're tradie to tradie.
mate. Like tradie to tradie. The chance of someone busting in on him or cameras. He's a smart guy. He knows where to go.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's only happened a couple of times.
Jogging.
No, I believe it's yogging. I believe it's
Yogging?
got a soft J. Apparently, it's just people running.
But no, he's look. I put it this way: if you ever have to, if you're ever relieving yourself in public, if you're ever relieving yourself and you have to look left and right to who's looking at you,
Don't do it.
You're a phantom poo-er.
Yeah, don't do it.
No, I'd like to just put it out there that I think that all of these people that are now public poopers, phantom poopers, poop joggers, gardening poopers,
Pooper troopers.
may in fact be onto something, and I would encourage you all to maybe give it a try.
Give it a try, I think.
Well, it's good enough. It was good enough for the tribes people. Did the tribes people ever have some kind of toilet system, or were they just pooing all over the tribe?
Everyone was pooing everywhere, and that's why plumbing was invented.
Yeah, true.
Because it ended up being an issue.
Yeah, it did.
And we had to clean things up.
yeah.
Yeah,
So we laid some pipes.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you will.
But if you've ever listened to Costa on Gardening Australia,
Nope.
on any episode, he will talk at length about his love of chicken poo, sheep poo.
Human poo.
Not so much.
No, it's all, you can't use it though.
Horse poo, poo.
No, you can use all that because they're herbivores.
Yeah, you can't use
You
ours.
don't want the meat.
Because they say don't put they say don't put eggshells in your compost.
Oh, really?
I do.
I do. Yeah, I'll check it.
I reckon
Calcium.
okay. Okay.
Why not?
Don't chuck meat in your compost. then.
Don't put meat in your compost.
Okay. Maybe it was meat, not eggshells. I don't know.
Did you want to hear a story?
Is that it?
Have you?
Basically, we know one of these phantom pooers, and in defense of other phantom pooers out there, like you might go for a jog, and a jog might be your trigger. Stop jogging.
Well said. I'll
You might
second
be-
that motion.
You might be a gardener without anywhere to poo. Poo before you go home, but poo before you go to work.
Well, even with the jogger thing, just jog around the corner and then jog straight back home into your toilet. Go there where it's supposed to be, and then continue your jog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do a
I don't know.
loop
It's-
back to your toilet. And,
And I know there's a lot of people listening to us right now. Do I? That have phantom pooed in the past and have their own reasons. Please contact us. We want to know all about your phantom pooing. We want to see if it's a common thing.
yeah, because for next week's episode, we need at least 25 minutes of content, and if someone doesn't write in about their shit, what are we going to talk about? Honestly. And we also talked about it with Shori at length. That was a grilling for a good 40 minutes of...
We did get enough material.
We
out
needed
for it.
content.
Yeah,
We did.
and we did tell him we were
was
going to
hilarious.
tell this story on the pod as it was.
He allowed it.
Yeah, he's
Ugh.
fine. We
I'm
love him.
yawning. All right,
You
what do you
right?
got?
Okay, so no more poo.
No, till next week.
Have you got a pfeffernuss?
Today on the show, we're going to make pfeffernuss.
Fucking loud.
Bananas.
Just an opportunity for you to plug your record, Tim, that you keep forgetting to.
Okay, no, I don't. I'm not forgetting.
Right, good.
I'm not forgetting. It is the one that's up on the wall over there. It's Ozploitation, a documentary. Get your copy.
Great graphics.
As soon as you can. Available through the Masters Facebook page. You just inbox him, or you could go to Union Heights on Chapel Street, and I think they're stocking it there.
Yep.
It's well
but I got to put it out there. If you're planning to listen to it and you're not a DJ, can be a bit of a tough listen.
It's a tough listen. No, I would liken it to the untrained non-DJ ears.
Yeah.
I would say it would come across as a comedy album, and then the side B just wouldn't make any sense at all because it's just like the same sample over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I did play it. I actually put it on the wrong side. Somebody said, "Oh, what is it?" I said, "Oh, I'll just play for you." And I put it on. It was just like, "Get fucked, cunt! Get fucked, cunt! Get fucked!" And they're like, "Really? How much did this cost to get pressed?" Yeah, but yeah, for I wouldn't say strictly for DJ's use, but yeah, that would help.
And really, really well produced.
Ah, thanks.
And will only rise in value.
Did you just turn the lights off? Can you put them back on? That's it. Now I can see. Yeah, but that's the Pfeffernuss. Look, it's what it is.
It's flying off the shelves.
It actually is flying off the shelf. And as in with all Aussie vinyl production, its value only goes up.
Yeah, limited editions. Yeah. Overseas collectors.
Because it's always a small run.
Mm.
It's always bought up straight away because they sell it to their friends.
Yes.
And yeah, it's a must-have for every DJ's record collection. That is all I have. Jeremy, what have you got for...
My Pfeffernuss is nothing this week.
Well, I have a little Pfeffernuss for you. I'm
I'll
about
say.
to...
That's what he said to his wife.
I'm about to leave for my trip, so I thought I'll see what I can do about some really must goes because this is really going to be full.
It's going to be a blowout.
Hold the phone. When are you leaving, and when are we going to get the tickets to the gun show? Like,
I'll leave on
the actual show.
I'll leave on Saturday.
Oh,
Saturday.
Back on.
This whole episode should have been you in a tank top flexing.
Oh yeah.
Well, I did just come from the gym, and I got to say, the guns are looking good.
When do you get back from that trip?
A couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
In the Maldives.
Yeah.
Wow. Good luck. That's going to be
if you're going to be a couple of weeks, find 5 minutes on the shitter to do a really must go, for God's sake.
Yeah. Yeah, and I will answer the question of where the fuck they get their fresh water from.
Yeah,
do that. And then while you're doing that, we've got our other correspondent, Adza, has taken his first family trip, and I think his first trip overseas
to
Thailand.
You really must go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we inspired him, so he's going to do a couple of recordings.
Get
and
his
hopefully
perspective on Thailand. You really must go.
Part 3.
Yeah. Oh, why not?
That's it.
Excellent.
Good luck and Godspeed, Dan.
Yeah, thanks. It's going to be my first time in a seaplane.
Indiana Jones style.
Yeah. I'm actually a little bit nervous about
It's
excited, but nervous.
Shit scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been there.
Yeah,
No
those
good.
pilots.
No good.
Those pilots are shit.
That's how you go down. It's always in a smaller plane.
That is how you go down.
Well, no. The reassuring part of a whole seaplane is that there's
paid for it.
Water to land on, and you've got those pontoon things.
Quick question: if you jumped out of a plane in the midst of crashing into the water from not a mega high height, right? So the plane's coming down. You're like, bail out the plane. More chance of surviving than if you brave it hitting the surface in a vehicle.
Does it have pontoons for landing on water?
Yeah, why not?
I'd say just stay in the plane.
Okay, no pontoons.
Okay.
It's either plane or bust or jump.
Well,
the
miracle on the Hudson was a miracle.
The speed of which you have to jump out right at about 10 metres, like the 10-metre tower at Oakley swimming pool, right? Because above that, unless you're a professional cliff diver, you're
going to hit. You're going to hit hard.
And you know those.
Plus, you're falling at almost now, not terminal velocity, but it's
500
fast.
clicks.
So I'd pretty much stay in the plane and let you take the brunt of the water.
And you know how the diving pool always had those 2 little jets of water to break the water? Because if you hit unbroken water, you hurt yourself.
Which segment are we in again? Oh yeah, I think it's Pepper Dust. Anyway, all right. Look, on behalf of Turnstile Records presents the Escape Pods. I am Timmy Taco.
I am Jezbot.
And I am Danoz, and I will be Browner next time.
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. The ship will self-destruct in exactly 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Who are you? 1 pod left, and 3 of us.
The escape pod. The escape pod.
What if there are droids in the escape pod? The sensors wouldn't pick them up.
Escape pod sounds really nice. Well, boys, it's a very lovely ship. I think you should go down. Goodbye.